lovely crocheters, I'm back with a video, and this time it's gonna be a tutorial. I'm gonna do my granny square bag tutorial because I had a lot of people in the comments asking for a tutorial on all across my different platforms, and so I figured why not, because it's super easy. So we're just gonna jump straight into it. I don't want this video to be too long, so you should be able to get through this video pretty quick. So first you'll start off with, I like to use a 5mm hook. Also, I did get inspo from another video on this tutorial on this bag. I will link her video down below. She is the video that I originally saw that gave me inspo to do this tutorial, so check out her video as well if you'd like. I wanted to do this color yarn. It's like a beige khaki color, and I think it's just really cute for a bag. This is acrylic yarn, Red Heart Super Saver, or am I saying it right? Red Heart, the Red Heart yarn brand, because I just love how cheap their yarn is, and I have a bunch of it still, and I originally got this as like a huge jumbo yarn, and I was able to use a lot of it. What we're gonna do, I already made one square so you can see for reference. What we're gonna do is make 3 of these. And so what we're gonna start off with is chaining 6. And by the way, whenever you're done with it, you fold it like this, and this is how you're gonna connect it. So I'm just gonna put this to the side. Also, I'm wearing this like sweater blanket that I'm obsessed with. It has cats all over it. I'll put a little picture right here because my friend bought it for me, and it's made to put your cat in the pouch, and I think it's the funniest, cutest thing ever. So what we're gonna start off with is a slip knot. You'll also need a pair of scissors at the end. I forgot to add that in the beginning. So start off with a slip knot. You're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. And then you're gonna slip stitch into this first stitch. Okay, once you join here and made your slip stitch, then you're going to chain 3. Also, apologies if you hear my cats growling in the back. 2 of them are not very happy with each other right now. This does count as a double crochet because we're gonna do 2 double crochets inside this circle. So your chain 3 is a quote unquote double crochet, and then we're gonna put 2 more into this circle. Now you have your 3 double crochets, and now let me unravel this. I really need one of those yarn holder thingies that help it spin. Now we're going to chain 2. And now this is one cluster of 3. We're gonna want to have 4 of these here. So you chain 2 between each quote unquote corner piece, and this is gonna be a corner piece, and you'll see what I mean here. And then you'll do 3 double crochets. 1, 2. I'm gonna hold the tail here so I can kind of crochet it in. So you see the tail right here. I'm just going over it. All right, so here's your second cluster of 3. Now you're gonna chain 2 again. One, 2, 3. Chain 2. Kind of gonna tighten this tail, pull it, and then you're gonna do your last cluster of 3 here. 1, 2, 3. So now you see here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters of 3. You're gonna chain 2. Then right here in your first double crochet / chain 3, you're going to slip stitch. So here you have it. You see these spaces? These are your corner pieces. So Now we're gonna get to this corner piece by slip stitching our way through. So I'm gonna slip stitch here, slip stitch here. I'm gonna slip stitch again into this space like this. That way now I'm at the corner piece and I'm gonna chain 3. So since I'm at the corner piece, then I'm gonna do 2 double crochet. That way I have 3 again. Whenever you're at a corner piece like this, you're gonna chain 2 and then do another cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. This is all gonna be double crochets, by the way. So now at this corner piece, we made another corner piece, as you can see right here, and you have your space right there, just like you had a space right here. Now, going to, this is a side piece, since this is the corner piece, we're not gonna do any chains. We're gonna go directly into here, double crochet, 2, 3 double crochets. Everything's essentially in clusters of 3. I don't know why my hook keeps doing this, but yeah. Okay, so now that we're at a corner piece, again, we're gonna chain 2 and add 3 more double crochets. Okay, so now we have our corner piece, and again, since this is a side piece, we're not gonna chain 2, we're just gonna go directly into this and double crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2 since we're in a corner piece. Another 3 double crochet. Okay, now side piece, we're gonna go directly into here, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then chain 2, and then another, oops, I think I'm going too fast, and then another chain, or not another chain, another cluster of 3. Okay, so you see how this is coming together kind of like a square. Then again, since this is a side piece, we're gonna slip stitch directly into this first double crochet. So I just go directly into here, slip stitch. Now since you see how you're on the side still, you always want to start at a corner piece. So I'm gonna slip stitch my way all the way through until I get to that corner piece, into this corner. Now I'm gonna chain 3 because you always want to start at a corner. The same thing again, 2 more double crochet. So I have a cluster of 3, and since we're in a corner again, chain 2 and then do 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3, because we want to have 2 sets of 3 in a corner, just like that. Now the side piece is going to keep getting bigger, so as you can see here, this is a side piece and you have a space. You're always double crocheting in spaces. Remember, since it's not a corner piece, we're not going to chain 2, so we're just going to double crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we are at a corner part now, so we're going to double crochet 3. Since we're in a corner piece, we did our chain 2, and then another set of 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Now we're on a side piece here. We're gonna just directly do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Corner piece, go in and do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Essentially, that chain 2 makes the corner piece. That's how you remember when to do your chain 2, is if you're in a corner. If you're on the sides, you're just doing 3 double crochet directly into your space. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 3. Like this. You're gonna keep doing this around for 10 rows. So the way you count your rows is you start in the middle, and if you're kind of confused on where to find the middle, just look at where your loose end is. Don't weave in your end if you may have trouble finding your middle part. But what you do is, here's your middle hole. You're gonna go this way and count 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 rows. So I'll see you again once we go to 10 rows, and I'll show you how I count that. Okay, so I'm on my last square, and little change of scenery because I wanted to sit on the couch. But once you get to the end, you're just gonna chain 1, cut it here, and then pull it out like that, and do this. Okay, so here's my middle point and where I would count from. Here it is. So going this way, we're gonna count. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 rows. And then you fold it. Well, you'll weave in this middle part. Fold it. Here's the second part. You'll have your 3 squares like this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with 2 squares. You're gonna line them up. So, you know, you have your spaces here and then your cluster. You wanna make sure they're lined up. I'm gonna go along this way. So I'm gonna start where the space is. So I'm just gonna stick my hook into here. And then again here. I'm going to do a slip knot here. Put it here. Pull through here, chain 1. I'm gonna like tighten this here. And then as I start going down here, I'm gonna do the outside loops. So you have, here's your V. I'm gonna do the one right here closest to me on this side. I'm gonna put my hook, there we go, through there. And then the outside loop on this side, so the one farthest away from me, go through there. And then slip stitch the whole way through. So again, loop closest to you here, outside loop here, slip stitch through. Again here, slip stitch through. Here, slip stitch through, outside loop, slip stitch here. Just gonna go all the way down here and I'll meet you back. Okay, here's a square, here's a square. This is where I went along. The way you want it is like this. That way what you're gonna do is just go like this and like this. And you're gonna do the same thing along here. But now I'm going to keep going and put this together here. So keep slip stitching all the way down until you get right here. So now I'm at the end again. And here it is. Now I have my last piece. You're gonna do the same exact thing that you did here. You're gonna do here. Actually, let me flip it here so you can see where my yarn ended. So I'll go like this. I'm going to I'm gonna slip stitch right here and then connect. Oh, this little kitty, he's so funny. So I'll show you what I do here. Just so I don't have to like cut the yarn and keep starting over. I'm just gonna slip stitch through this middle part, but I'm just slip stitching through the space so I can just get here. Then you're just gonna connect like this and make sure everything's lined up. So I have this space here and this space here. I just wanna line that up to make sure I slip stitch through the right spaces. I'm gonna start with the cluster of 3. And then here's my first of the cluster of 3 here. And then slip stitch there. And you're gonna go down here and then on the back side up here. And then I'll meet you guys when we're all done with this part. Okay, once you're at the end here, since there's like, I don't know, I guess like a little space here for me, I like to just figure out a way how to like combine them. So I'm just gonna go through these 2 spaces and kind of slip stitch like this a couple times. And then like slip stitch here on the other side. And then just do a chain 1. So essentially just finding a way to like conjoin them. After you chain 1, just cut here, pull this out, tighten it. This side has a little space too, so again, I like to personally conjoin that. That way it's not like an open flap and more like a V. So I'm just gonna get my yarn again, do a slip knot, and then I'm just gonna go through the 2 spaces, kind of how I did on the other side, pull through, and then go through this bottom one and pull through. Just to like tie them all together. And then just to like secure it again, I'm just gonna go through a chain above the chain space here. I'm gonna go through there, yarn over, pull through that, pull through here, chain 1. And then cut your yarn again, tighten it. And then once you finish shoe, I personally like to turn it inside out. You don't have to if you like to see this, but for me, I'm going to turn it inside out. Okay, so I turned it inside out. This is how it looks so far. Now we're gonna do the strap. Okay, I flipped my bag upside down so I can get this part easier where the strap is gonna go. So we're gonna do another slip knot. So on each side, at the points, you're gonna have a space. You have a space right here, you have a space right here. What I'm gonna do is a single crochet starting from here on this chain all the way down as long as you want it, to the matching double crochet on this side. So you want to match them up equally. You're going to single crochet all the way to this one, and then we're going to go back and single crochet back and forth to however thick you want the strap. I think I'm going to make mine 3 or 4. I'm going to start here, then have a row of single crochets here, here, and here, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to insert my hook into this first double crochet. I have my slip knot. I'm going to pull through here. And I'm going to begin and just chain. It's up to you how long you want your straps. I don't count how many chains I do because again, I'll just put it to my body and see like how long I want it. I measured it for reference in case anyone wanted to know. I ended up doing 23 inches for this single chain. And you want to make sure there's no twists before you attach to the other side. I'm just going to line these up again just to make sure. So I'm going to go into this double crochet. Once you connect to the other side, slip stitch here in the middle where the space is into this chain. And then starting in your first one, single crochet the way back. All right, and now I'm officially all done with my bag. Unfortunately, I lost footage. I thought I was recording when I was doing the rest of the strap and I wasn't, so I kind of just quickly explain what I did. I kept going back and forth and I did 3 rows. I was gonna do 4, but I ended up liking the thickness of the strap with just 3. So I did my single chain all the way, my first one here, as you guys already saw. Then back this way, I did a single crochet. I slip stitch into the middle space, chain right here at the top. And then I started a 3rd row of single crochets back this way until I got to this side. And then I slip stitch into the first double crochet here. So basically, if you look at the side here, I started off in the first double crochet on this side. Then I did a row where the space is, and then I did another row on this double crochet. So it's 1, 2, 3. And then you have your 3 rows, and this is what the strap looks like. I did the strap like this, and I also ended up changing hooks and doing a 3.5 millimeter hook. I'll add that somewhere in the beginning as well, but I just liked the tighter look of it and also just felt like it would be more sturdy. But yeah, so this is the bag, and then make sure you weave all your ends, and this is the final product. It's super quick and easy. Repetitive patterns like this are very easy to me, and especially for beginners, it's very beginner friendly. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to answer anything. Either leave a comment below. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok. You can message me on there. But yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And I will be putting out more videos soon. Thank you so much and for supporting me.